Have you ever noticed how some people just walk around with flat stomachs like it's no big deal while you're doing all the right things and that lower belly still won't budge? I used to look at those people and genuinely wonder what their secret was. Were they just born lucky? Do they secretly live at the gym? Are they doing 1,000 crunches a day when no one's watching? Meanwhile, I was over here sucky in my stomach every time someone took a photo or choosing oversized shirts pretending I just like a looser fit. I avoided fitted clothes, avoided mirrors, and avoided situations where I felt exposed. I was exhausted. So, like most frustrated women, I went down the internet rabbit hole. I tried detox teas, I tried waist trainers, I tried endless ab workouts, cutting my food lower and lower, and doing more and more cardio. I followed every single trend that promised fast belly fat loss. None of it worked anyway. What finally did work though was when I stopped listening to fitness marketing and started paying attention to actual science and learning how to apply it properly in the gym. That's exactly what I wanted to share with you today. So if belly fat has been the one thing that just won't shift no matter how consistent you are, stay with me for a few minutes. This might finally make things click. Before we start, go to the description below, not for me, but for you. Research shows that when you do something or write it down and publicly commit to a goal, you're more likely to follow through. Consider doing this to decide to stop guessing and start doing things properly. Now let's start with food because this is where most women feel confused. You do not need to eat boring food to lose belly fat. If you think fat loss means dry chicken, sad salads, and never enjoying food ever again, please know that that's not how this works. Here's the reality. Fat loss requires a calorie deficit. That part does not change, but how you create that deficit matters. Calorie deficit and calorie density is not the same thing, and this is where most women get stuck. Most women try to lose weight by eating very small portions of high-calorie foods. They're hungry all day, thinking about food constantly, and eventually they overeat. Then they blame themselves for having no discipline. It's not discipline, it's biology. More volume eating changes everything though. It means eating larger portions of lower calorie foods so you still feel full while staying in a calorie deficit. Think about this, a small cupcake versus a big bowl of strawberries. Same calories, very different fullness. When you eat this way, especially alongside weight training, your body is far more likely to lose body fat without losing any muscle, and that's what tightens your waist. Now let's talk about how fast you eat because this one surprised me. I used to inhale meals like 3 minutes flat. My friends would still be taking photos of their food and I'd be already done, sitting there wondering why I was still hungry or I was eating way too much food after a stressful day at work. Your brain takes about 20 minutes to register fullness. Now, if you eat quickly, you're almost always going to eat past that point of what your body actually needs. One simple habit that helps massively is slowing down your meals. Take a bite, chew it, put the fork down, actually taste your food instead of feeling like it's about to disappear. Now, the 80-20 rule. This is an evidence-backed method developed, trialed, and only found in the program you'll see in the description. It's a proven way to eat enough without tracking calories. You don't even need to track calories to lose belly fat if you hate tracking them. In fact, trying to be perfect usually makes it worse and causes some ladies to binge eat or starve themselves the following day. Put 1 fist of protein, fat, and carb on a plate 3 times a day with 2 of those meals containing 2 fists of vegetables. Then you don't need to worry about intuitively eating, you're already eating what your body craves and needs. 80% of your intake should be intentional and structured. The other 20% should allow flexibility. This matters because the constant restriction increases your cortisol, your stress hormone, and elevated cortisol is strongly linked to stress eating and stubborn belly fat storage around the belly, bra lines, and hips. Trying harder isn't always the answer. Sometimes trying smarter is. So let's talk about drinks because this is a sneaky one. Liquid calories add up quickly and don't make you feel full. Sugary drinks, juices, and alcohol can stall fat loss without you even realizing it. So simple swaps like water, 0-calorie drinks, or coffee with a dash of skim milk can make a noticeable difference without even requiring any extra effort. Now let's clear up the gym myth. The gym is not the problem. The way most people are told to use it is. Endless cardio and ab workouts, they don't flatten your stomach. Spot reduction is not real. You can't crunch fat off your belly. Belly fat responds best to strength training, progressive overload, and compound exercises. Lifting weights improves insulin sensitivity, preserves muscle, and helps regulate stress hormones over time. This is where so many women go wrong. They lift too light, avoid progression, and do more cardio instead of building strength. The body never uses enough energy through the week to let go of body fat. Now, exercises. You don't need complicated movements, you need the basics done well. Squat patterns, Romanian deadlifts, hip thrusts, rows, lat pull downs, and presses. These force your core and your focused muscle groups to work hard. Your abs actually work more when you're doing these big compound exercises to support the weight you're lifting rather than when you're doing endless ab crunches. And progression matters. If your weights never change, your body won't either. Start where you are, add reps, and add weight each week. Improve your control. Small progress over time is what reshapes your body faster than anything else. Finally, sleep. This one gets ignored way too often. Poor sleep increases cortisol, messes with your hunger hormones, and makes fat loss even harder, especially around the belly. You can train and eat perfectly, but if you're running on low sleep, your body stays in stress mode, you'll gain more weight, and your cortisol will stay high. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your waistline is turn Netflix off and go to bed. And I want to finish with this. This isn't about fixing your body. Nothing is wrong with you. This is about understanding how fat loss works and applying it in a way that you can keep doing that changes your body fast instead of battling against it. Train smarter, eat with structure, recover properly, and hit the description for my resources all within one handy app. That's how belly fat actually comes off and stays off.